Rupa Huq, who is a Labour MP for Ealing Central and Acton. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, hello.
What's your personal view on this? Have you experienced this? Do other MPs that you know experience this on a daily basis? What kind of level are we talking about?
I mean, I think that public figures put themselves out there, and it's been an increasing trend in recent years, I think, to pick up specific issues and, I don't know, see public elected individuals as a bit of a kicking bag to have a go at. I mean, there's always been debate, and that's completely healthy in a democracy. But I think the issue over the weekend, a colleague of mine had death threats over a misleading, deliberately chopped up video that was made holding her responsible for a bit of government policy or a direction that people are unhappy with. I mean, I feel these clickbaity things are just unacceptable when people are deliberately doing it to stoke up fear and stoke up hatred against people. You know, most elected officials, they get into this because they want to do the best for their community. And we've seen in my time, 2 MPs being murdered for just doing their job. It's not right.
So we should just clarify that this is Anna Dixon, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's Shipley's Labour MP. She said that she'd got death threats after the Conservative MP for Keighley and Ilkley, Robbie Moore, shared what she called misleading information about what she thought about grooming gangs. And obviously that's... That kind of particular issue and what people think about it has been going on for some time. What has she said? Have you spoken to her about what happened and have things improved now? Where has she been able to go? Has she been able to report this? What has happened? What's the kind of latest?
So yeah, as far as I understand, the police have been informed, because you have to take these things seriously. As I say, when 2 of our colleagues have been murdered doing advice surgery, which is a thing, you know, I do on weekly, the public can come and speak to your constituents, you resolve issues, their benefits thing, their immigration problem, their whatever it may be, housing, a whole load of things. It's a feature of our democracy that the electorate can contact us to have issues solved. And when I've had people from America that I've compared it to, they're shocked that we have such a level of openness compared to, you mentioned you were there recently. I think there, everyone, senators and congressmen have retinues of loads of staff that shield them. We're very open and out there. And I think with Anna, it was actually, as I say, this new trend of creating these deliberately misleading videos by chopping up bits of speech and shoving them all together deliberately to inflame people. And that's what happened. And it was the neighbouring Conservative MP who did this, who really should know better. I mean, it may be, as you said, that their staff were doing it, but they've defended it. And as far as I know, yesterday it was still up there online. Very slickly cut together video, but deliberately designed to cause the ire of the public on the elected official who's just doing their job.
Do you think, I mean, I can't believe I'm actually asking this, but I honestly think this is what some people will think, that you talked about 2 MPs who were murdered, of course, and we still remember exactly the situation around those. Anyone getting death threats, including MPs on social media, that is just not shocking anymore, don't you think?
I mean, it is completely unacceptable. And the way we're talking about it in a matter-of-fact way, you're right. I mean, these platforms are very irresponsible as well. And I think X, since it was taken over by Elon Musk, it's this sort of baiting that goes on in particular, that I think the algorithms change. So if you watch one hateful one, then your feed is swamped with loads like that. And I do think that, you know, there's a lot of these anonymous people who hide behind accounts, elected, you know, it's very commonly known where we live. Until recently, we had to put our address on the ballot paper. Yeah. So people see us as fair game in particular, but you're right, nobody should have to put up with this.
Just finally, we're talking about flags again. This is an ongoing thing that kind of started on social media, we think. And, you know, there are a lot more St George's flags being put up on buildings, lampposts, painted on mini roundabouts, etc. What are your thoughts on all of that? How do you? I mean, has your, you're a woman of Asian heritage like myself. Has your opinion, your kind of the way you feel about flags changed over the decades?
Look, I remember when I was younger, it was associated as a very hard right thing. I mean, this is going back. I'm born in 1972. I'm quite old.
Yeah. Well, not as old as me, but yes, go on.
Really? Oh, it's not a competition. I'm not a Scot either, so that's probably another layer of complexity for you that I don't have. However, I do feel that in the Blair years, it was successfully reclaimed with Britpop, and it's quite nice colours, the Union Jack. Okay, the St George's Cross. I mean, I guess maybe we have to, I personally don't find it threatening, but maybe some of the videos we saw over the weekend, someone was painting red crosses over someone's private property. That does cross a line. And maybe if you're doing it on zebra crossings, those are spaced out for a reason. They're a traffic safety feature. So, a bit of bunting in a street party, everyone loves that. That's non-threatening. But, the context and the video that came. But again, I feel a lot of people are playing to the gallery nowadays. They're doing these videos deliberately. Before, someone in the House of Commons would make a speech, they'd develop an argument, reach a crescendo. Now someone would just chop that little bit out and make a irresponsible video, and then the police get called.
Would you fly St George's flag in your garden if there were, I don't know, if there's a royal wedding or if England were playing at the Euros? Is that something you'd be comfortable doing?
I mean, it's probably not the kind of thing I personally would do. I mean, as you say, in America, you see them on lawns and things, don't you? They have them in every classroom. We're not that kind of society in this country. It's a bit un-British. But hey, when the situation fits, I'm nothing against the flag. But, let's keep it all in proportion.
Rupa Huq, thank you very much.